Hi, I'm Ambry, and this is Ambry's Corner. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new viewer, watch a subscriber. Welcome if you're returning review, watch a subscriber. Welcome back. Okay, y'all, I don't try to film this video 2 times already. We're gonna try it again this time. Maybe this time I'm gonna nail it, or I'm just have to try another night, cause this last attempt right here with this. Quick tempered, I would say. Anyway, so yeah, so this story time takes place back when I was in middle school. It was my first year. I probably had been in school with about 4 months at this point, so the year was like very late. And so my teacher, my actual teacher, I actually liked her. She was very funny. She was kind of a jokester. She made this running joke in class that if she was meant to fly, God would have gave her wings. She was absolutely terrified of getting on planes. Anytime she had to get on one, she literally would have to knock herself out and go to sleep on the plane, because she just could not handle the stress of being on the plane. And she literally would make that joke out, and it would always crack me. And for a long time, I was like, facts, sis. I couldn't get on no plane either, you know, just saying. Until I got on the plane, and it's really not so bad. I know for a fact that, you know, most schools, they recycle the same substitutes. Like even at my other school, my very first elementary school, you know, I feel like they would recycle the same kind of the same sort of substitutes. Cause like even when I went to my next elementary school, I would run to like some of the same teachers from the other school at this school, and so on and so forth with high school, middle school. You know, it was always like the same rotating teacher. My teacher wasn't there for some, I don't know what reason why she wasn't there, but she just didn't show up today. We didn't know that she wasn't coming, but she just wasn't there that day, and we had a substitute. And so I would say this about my class, just to cut a little slack on the teacher. My class, that period class was very rowdy. Like, it was hard to get us to come, get them to calm down. Cause me, if the teacher said hush, I need everybody's attention, I was the first one to. And so I will admit that I will give my teacher, you know, props for having to deal with us day in and day out, because we were a rowdy bunch. And some of them were like me. They shut up when she said shut up, and some of them were the opposite of me, and it took them a little longer to quiet down. You know what I mean? She had an attitude, but I could tell like this teacher had like a little bit of a attitude, because like when she couldn't get the rest of them to quiet down for her time, like she got extremely irritated extremely quickly. And so you know how substitute teachers, the standard substitute teacher goes, she tells us her name, she tells us a little bit about herself, she say. And she also said that she did leave us book work to do. She loves it. And so, you know, like I said, she told us that, and then she said, y'all can get started. Well, like I said, she was a little rowdy up because the class was a little rowdy. And, you know, we, obviously after she said that, we went right back talking. And like it was like she couldn't get a word in edgewise after that point, I feel like. So I remember distinctly, like, I don't know what happened in between my classes, but I always had like my supplies together. I always had 1 or 2 pencils, you know what I mean? Most times it'd be the case where I have to go sharpen my pencil, but I always had a pencil. And this day in particular, I don't know what happened. This teacher in particular, like, this day in particular, in this class period in particular, I didn't have a pencil. And I remember like literally having to raise my hand and ask her, did she have a pencil that I could borrow? Cause this teacher, this teacher in this classroom, the regular teacher in this classroom, she was known to like keep extra pencils around just in case the student didn't have any. And so I'm guessing like that they wasn't out and available for her to give us one. And so when I asked and raised my hand, I was like, I need a pencil. Can you give me one? And she was like, I don't have one, but I'm gonna try to find you one. And so then she went back to talking to somebody. I don't know what she was doing, but she went back to doing something. And she went back to the podium, because my teacher had like a podium on like the side closest to the door, and it was like right next to the whiteboard, and like she had like a table like stacked full of like papers, books and stuff like that. And then she had her desk like on the complete opposite side of the room. And so, like, you know, when she wanted to stay near the class, you know what I mean, and do work and stuff like that, I think she was like, just like, she had like a rollaway chair behind the long table, and then she had at the podium, she had like a high seat sitting at the podium. So most times when she was talking to us or cracking jokes or whatever, she would be at the podium, and when she wasn't at the podium, she was at the table or at the whiteboard. She rarely ever went to her desk while class was in session, so she always made sure to stay like right in front of us so we could see her, so that if we needed her, we could get her attention quickly. And I remember her always sitting at that podium grading papers, and she just be watching us, and you know, if we raise our hands, she look up, she said, "Can I help you? What do you need?" You know, she was just always accessible to us if we needed her. And so this teacher, you know, she stayed at that podium. She never left the podium. And she was doing something after I had asked. She was doing something after I had asked, and then she went to the podium and sat down. I gave her a few minutes because I was looking at her, and I was like, "Okay, sis, I just said I need a pencil. What are you doing?" So I gave her a few minutes. And everybody had started basically doing their work. And so I said, okay, I'm just going to give her a few minutes. Maybe she's doing something. Maybe she's looking. Maybe there's something she had to do real quick. So I'm going to give her a few minutes. So I just started, you know, going through my notebook looking for, you know, a piece of paper to write on, to do my morning problems on. And I look up again, and I see her looking up at us. You know what I mean? At us. And I raised my hand. I said, excuse me, I need a pencil. And like this woman just like snapped, like, "I told you I didn't have no pencil. Why you asking me for one? Here, this is the only one I got. Take it. Don't ask me for nothing else. I ain't got no pencil. I just told you that." Just like that. And like she snapped so quick, like it almost gave me whiplash. But I said, "Cause it ain't even that serious." Like, and like at that time, I was like very sensitive. I still am a little bit some days, especially that time of month. I'm very, very sensitive, but yeah, that's not here nor there. But I was very sensitive at this time. It didn't take much, you know, to hurt my feelings, to make me cry, even just a little bit. Like, I don't know what that was about, but yeah. Anyway, she said she didn't have a pencil, and she went off on me after I had asked her for one. And so like I just made it a point, like, it's like not get on her backside, because I don't think I had done anything terribly bad for her to have gone off on me in the manner that she did. Like, most of them wasn't, I mean, like, at the point that I was asking for a pencil, like, the class was talking. It was more people doing more wrong than what I was doing. Like, I sat and I looked at you for about 10 minutes, and you just sat there acting like as if you didn't see me, as if a pencil was gonna magically pop out thin there. And I did like ask around, like, "You got a pencil? You got a pencil? You got a pencil? You got a pencil?" Everybody made like they didn't have one, or they just wasn't trying to give me one. Funny enough, anytime these suckers need a pencil, I always had one. They never gave me my pencil back ever. Yeah. So she gave me a pencil, and she went back to the podium. She was irritated the whole day. She really kind of had an attitude the whole entire day with us for no reason, I might add. I don't think she like went off on anybody else like she did me. I was on the verge of tears a little, but I didn't cry. I didn't. And I think maybe she got complaints too, because like this was middle school, so she did have multiple like students throughout the day. So I kind of thought maybe like she did this to somebody else and they complained to her a little bit to somebody. And that's probably why I didn't see her again, because usually if I see a teacher once, I'm going to more likely see her again. But I didn't see her no more after that point. But yeah, that is the story time about the substitute for her. It was very short. I wanted it to be that way. It's not very long, because like I said, I didn't see this teacher again after that. And when I left that class, I was very grateful to have left, because she was mean for no reason. There was really no point. And come to think of it, that was the first class of the day. Why are you this on edge at the beginning of the day? I could understand we was about 5th period in, and you on edge like this. But since we just got here, we just getting started, why are you on edge this quickly? Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think, what you want to hear, and I will see you next one. Bye-bye.